Could the border crisis and the Title 42 drama really be about an incoming world war that our government is not only expecting, but planning for? What's up, guys? Cam from Evilkind here with a little bit of revelatory info for you fine folks. Obviously, none of this is based on cold hard facts. I am not a newsman. Evilkind is for entertainment purposes only, but this is going to be something to seriously think about. Everybody's been asking, what's the deal with Title 42? Why have they permitted the record numbers of migrants to stream in, and why are they flying and busing these people all over the country to leech off of local municipalities? I'm not saying that migrant folks are bad or anything of the sort. I live in California. It's super Hispanic here. My brother married a Hispanic woman. My last girlfriend was half Hispanic. I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up with a Hispanic woman myself. What I am saying is that what Biden and his team have done with the border has been unconventional and brow-raising, to say the least. To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, no other country in the world has this level of an open door policy. Everybody understands that all humans deserve a better chance at life, free from violence and political persecution, but from day one of Biden's term, it just went from somewhat contained on the southern border to a complete free-for-all, which has been jolting and perplexing for the average American citizen. The very real prospect of a world war with Russia, China, and all of America's enemies, and a desperate need to beef up this country's selective service numbers could be the real reason they have done what they've done. If this were the case, once again, we'd be confronted with the most evil worst-case scenario, which would not be a surprise to me, because what have I been saying, gang, this whole time? It's all evil and only evil. But where is this coming from is what you're probably asking. So check this out. There is this girl in New York. Her name is Celestial, and apparently she's a lawyer and a prophet of the Most High God. She has a blog called the Master's Voice Blog, which I've referred to many times in the recent past, and her reach has been quite astronomical. Her prophecies have been getting around big time. To the naysayers, right there, it would be case closed. But I am not a naysayer, nor am I a fool. I've watched virtually all of her videos, which are in the hundreds, and I'm telling you straight up, there is legitimacy there. You can check it out for yourself and make your own determination, but it's straight up to me because her focus is always sin, and the level of insight she presents is off the scale. But there's really no time to be rapping about the virtues of Celestial and her blog at the moment, because she put out a video today talking about conscription. Conscription, a mandatory draft that will be incoming. Other folks have had prophetic dreams that I've seen in videos online, and they are just as compelling. I did the World War III Astrology video back in 2020, the link is below, discussing the major war transits coming in 2024. It really all seems to be lining up, which is freaky as beep. But check out a little of what she had to say today.
Something that the Lord has been bringing on my heart for the last few days is just this one word, conscription, conscription. So conscription is the act of forcing people to join the armed forces. Conscription is the act of forcing people to join the military, requiring people who do not or may not want to join the fighting forces of a country to join the fighting forces and to participate. So usually conscription takes place only in times of war, in times of desperation. Then people are forcibly made to join the army, and that word was coming. And then the Lord said that conscription will be forced in the United States, and there will be forced registration for the army of all ages over the age of 16 years old. So when this message was coming, it was confusing to my spirit, and I kept asking the Lord, do you mean at 16 years old? And he would say over, and then I would think, does this include? And he finally said, it will be legal to take 17-year-olds into the army.
So here's my theory. The system, the establishment, the Biden administration, they all know that a larger conflict could be inevitable, and they also know that our current troop numbers and potential draft numbers would not cut it. So they tore down the border under the guise of everybody deserves a better life, to pile in the heavy numbers of military-aged men. I could be wrong, this could turn out to be just a kooky theory, but anyone in tune with Evilkind knows that I don't do fluff or kook, so check this out. From SSS.gov, selectiveservice.gov, we read almost all male U.S. citizens and male immigrants who are 18 through 25 are required to register with Selective Service. When we click on the chart for further detail, check it. Immigrants. Permanent resident immigrants, yes. Refugee, parolee, and asylee immigrants, yes. Undocumented immigrants, yes. Dual national U.S. citizens, yes. Once again, this is just a theory. I hope it's wrong, but in this evil world, I've basically learned to expect the worst.